Off we go from Las Vegas. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been. Had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. They'll start on the ground. Hall. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll run with Hall, and he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. So opening drive, 3 straight runs, unable to pick up the first.
I know the fans want to see first downs, but guess what? The coaches have reasons for what they're doing. Sometimes they've scripted it, and some of these runs, while they haven't been successful now, they may be successful later on.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. That is caught, and they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Rodgers now on 1st down. They're able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Back to the ground with Hall. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Cobb in motion right. Ball again on 2nd down. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Here's Hall again. And he's brought down short by a yard. It's a 3rd down gain of 4. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They started on the ground with Eckler. They'll get this to about the 38.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Herbert, and he slings one that's incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
On fourth down, Herbert. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. And when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall, 33 yards. And the Jets use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Zerline good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Down the right sideline, inside the 20, and he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. 58 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The corner blitz pays off there as they sack him for a loss of 5. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Herbert. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Chargers. Gerald Everett from 21 yards away. And the Chargers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now Rodgers. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. He may go. And the Chargers are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. (7-7) our score after 1. Charger football to start quarter number 2. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10. Now it's Herbert. Touchdown! Gerald Everett. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Well, only the 2 catches for him thus far, CD, but both of them have resulted in touchdowns.
And I think he's on the bench right now, Brandon, smiling at his position coach and telling him.
And now it's blocked. This is going the other way. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway.
It's sad they pay me. I do this for free.
And he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points. That is a play that you just do not see very often. Maybe a couple times a year, the blocked extra point return for 2.
You can't afford to give anyone a free run at the kicker. Oftentimes, it's going to bounce off his hands or chest and head the other direction.
So after the blocked PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look at...
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Derwin James with a pick, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. After the turnover, here's Herbert. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Well, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw into the hands of Cobb. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him, 15 big yards. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. And some room to roam now. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. On 1st down, Rodgers. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. Throwing is Rodgers. This pass out wide to Hall. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. From the 20, here's 2nd down and 1. In motion right comes Cobb. On play action, now Rodgers. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
On that snap, he's the hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. Open man, here is Cobb. Touchdown, Jets. Randall Cobb. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Jets go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And able to get this out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the...
And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Darius Davis, 75 yards. And the Chargers are once again back in front. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that will make this a 4-point game. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. A break there for this offense as they will get a chance to start at the 40-yard line. Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
Here's a 2nd and 5. On play action, Rodgers. Flushed out right. He's going to get this one complete here to Cobb. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Randall Cobb with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Jets have yet again retaken the lead. Zerline good with a PAT, and that gives them a 3-point lead. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. Herbert on first down now. On the screen, this is Eckler. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. On first down, it's Herbert. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Herbert now. Under pressure, and they got to him again. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Here we go on 4th. Herbert. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Jets are going to get it back here just past the 35. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Now Hall to start the drive. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Caught left side by Cobb. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Cobb in motion right. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. That's complete, and once again it's Cobb. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. Zuerlein's kick is up and through, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. Here's Darius Davis on the return. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach.
Taking it right down Broadway. And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. A shotgun snap for Herbert. On the move to his left. It's caught by his running back, Austin Eckler. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead. Oh, this is blocked. It's picked up, a live ball here, remember. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field.
Get off the field.
And all the way into the end zone, and that's 2 points. Well, I think there was a lot of surprise from the kicking team there. After the block, they kind of froze and then realized, oh, wait, they can return this, and they returned it all the way.
And you know why they froze? Not often do you get that second sound, right? There's the kick, you hear that, and then there's that second thud when there's a block. That's when people freeze and they have to realize where the ball is. They picked it up and took it the other way.
So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
That's going to go as a loss of 17 on the play, and that's going to bring up a second at about a mile here. In motion right comes Cobb. On play action, it's Rodgers. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. And, oh, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now a play fake. Rodgers. Gonna look deep for Wilson. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Garrett Wilson, 76 yards. And the Jets are able to extend their lead. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that makes this a 9-point game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Returnable here for Davis. This taken in right around the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Back to the air. Herbert on 2nd down. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to fourth. Here's J.K. Scott now, standing just outside his own goal line. It's taken to the 26. The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Flush to his right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. A yard all they need, but it's third down. Hall want to give up the middle. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 72 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. This one deep for Wilson. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Garrett Wilson with now his second touchdown of this third quarter. And the Jets add 6 to their lead. Rodgers will throw for it. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. And I guess the touchdown wasn't enough. They want the onside kick as well. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very...
That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Herbert operating from the red zone. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. Touchdown, Chargers. Keenan Allen with a touchdown reception from Justin Herbert. And the Chargers are able to cut into that deficit. And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it. Escaping the pressure right. And he's brought down. And this is going to be caught, so they do get it. And the 2 points, now they're back down to a 1-score deficit. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equal. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Flushed out right. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. Taken in left side, it's Wilson. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 25-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's Jet football as they've got the lead. He's got Wilson, and that's a Jets touchdown. Aaron Rodgers on fire, his 5th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Jets have extended their lead to 15 now here in the 4th. Rodgers tapping this forward on the Jets sweep. And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And the Jets will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And this one is incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
80 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Michael Davis. And the Chargers are going to get it back here just past the 35. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. He'll throw from the gun. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. On 1st down, Justin Herbert. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down. And no move to get Herbert off the field. They're going for this. 4th down for Herbert. Desperation time. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Herbert back to the air. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Herbert. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. 3rd and long, it's Herbert. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They snap it to Herbert. They'll find Everett there complete, but they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers, and the Jets are going to get the football back. And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. 2nd and 7. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. Dalvin Cook, and he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Dalvin Cook, 60 yards. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead is now 24. And the touchdown apparently wasn't enough. They're going to go for the onside kick here. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give them a lot of confidence to help turn things around. On 4th down, Herbert. That is caught. He's to the 15. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Darius Davis, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. They'll try and throw for it. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
78 yards rushing now for Cook, and this is a 1st down. They run it with Hall off the option to about the 40-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 8. Rodgers throwing here. Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Garrett Wilson, 60 yards. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Michael Davis. The 3rd time wasn't a charm. They got the first 2 two-point tries. Still have the lead, but couldn't get the 3rd.
Okay, so they didn't get this one, but I have to ask you, what matchup are they seeing that they feel that confident to go for 2 so often?
Yeah, we talk about this. It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And ultimately he stopped right where he would have. Been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. On first down, they'll start out with Evans. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Fields going to move him around. Evans gets it again on 2nd down. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Fields throw complete there to Moore. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
Let's go!
Fields going to get that out wide to Mooney. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Now they'll change things up. Ran it last time. Now Fields to throw. And a catch right side by Evans. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. On 2nd down, Evans looking for space. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
He's going to be very close to a 1st down. Good running, but looks like he's a yard short. They snap it to Fields. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They throw for it on 4th and goal at the 1. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. Eddie Jackson with a tackle.
But both teams practice this situation, and this time the guys on offense won, and in a very nice way. What a run from that position on their own goal line.
Gave him some good breathing room.
I wonder now, do you still stack the line of scrimmage, or do you play normal defense? They may have backed him off with that run.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Jackson. It's caught. Mitchell. He's into space past the 15. Now he's free up the right sideline. And he will finally be taken out of bounds as it's an enormous play there on the final snap of this first quarter. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. Able to locate Andrews here on the out route. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson hooking up with Mark Andrews. And the Ravens post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And, oh, that's one he's going to want back. A poor kick. It heads straight out of bounds.
Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Now it's Fields.
He'll flip this out to Evans. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down.
Fields.
Flush to his right. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the 1st down.
They'll run here with Evans. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Fields now to throw.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just need to hang on just a second longer. But he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep.
And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago.
Justin Fields finding Darnell Mooney.
And the
Bears are an extra point away from evening this one up. Just a great individual effort there to take that pop pass and scamper off into the end zone.
And that's why offenses love that play, partner, because that gives them a chance to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers with a full head of steam behind them. It's often like a track relay. Legs 2, 3, and 4. That first guy steaming ahead, and he just hands it to you, and you get a chance to take off and go before you even get the baton.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time. Now, Charles, remember they had the short feet. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Kyler Gordon picks it off. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. On play action, Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. That one goes for 24 yards. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Now they send a man in motion right. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. A shotgun snap. Fields being chased out left. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Justin Fields punching it in from a yard away. And the Bears have taken the lead. Now receiver in motion left. Fields trying to throw for it. Oh, batted at the line and intercepted. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And now he'll be taken down in the end zone. What's the ruling here? If he was out of the end zone and came back in, that's going to be a point for the kicking team.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get him next time out.
And he is going to be tackled at the 1-yard line. What a mess that was. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Give him 9 on the scramble there, and it'll leave him with a second and just a couple of inches. This is Homer, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. A touchdown run there from a yard out, and the Bears will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They go play action now. Jackson. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Play action. Now Jackson. That's complete to the fullback, Ricard. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. They're going to try and throw. Dancing to his left. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he's brought down. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee. Maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Jackson on 1st down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Bears are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 16. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Jackson. Finds his man over the middle. It's Likely. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him. 1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Now it's Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Bears are going to take over here right near the 40. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. For the last drive for this offense, Charles, you remember it ended in one play, that quick interception, but they do still have the lead as they start this drive here.
And that's something to focus on for them as well, because it's not quite no harm, no foul, but the interception, hey, shake it off, move on. Hasn't cost your team the lead, and now it's time to rebound. And the quarterback and his teammates, they can add to the lead with a good drive here.
Now 3rd down and very long. Off play action, Fields eluding the pressure right. And got his man complete. And he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A real